To me, what's going on with the Epstein, what's going on also with the shutdown is this is the Democrats trying to appeal to their far left base. To me, this is not about truth. It's not about justice. This is about an attempt by the Democrats to make President Trump a lame duck president. The president and the Senate and the House need to be functioning and working on that, not on what's happened to a convicted sex offender who is now dead.
Senator.
Okay, we have MAGA Senate Republicans coming out of the woodwork in hopes to die on the political sword for their cult leader, Donald Trump, as they are publicly now stating they won't vote for an Epstein file release, or at least refusing to commit to doing so. So we're going to jump into all this. If you can, take a moment, leave us a like on the video. It helps us out a ton. We really want to get to 30,000 subscribers, and let's just get right to it.
If the Epstein measure passes the House, will it get a vote in the Senate?
It'll come to the Senate. We'll take a look at it. If it passes the House, we'll see what it says. And we all want accountability and transparency. But to me, this is not about truth. It's not about justice. This is about an attempt by the Democrats to make President Trump a lame duck president. And I'm not going to aid and abet them in their efforts to do that.
But you don't commit to a vote, Senator? You don't commit to holding a vote if the Epstein measure passes in the House? Just very quickly. We're almost out of time.
Well, but what I've said and what Senate Leader Thune has said is we'll look at it, we'll look at what's come over. I don't even know that it's going to pass the House.
I cannot fathom how embarrassing it has to be the party that relentlessly, incessantly, consistently brought up these files for years. Made a whole photo shoot out of it for the optics when you came into office. Pam Bondi was doing the press tours. I have them on my desk. All of this to just 180 at the mere worry, on the drop of a dime at that. Just because, well, Trump's name is mentioned throughout them, and oh my God, he was a lot closer to Epstein than he let on, and oh my God, he might actually be implemented all throughout these. They would literally rather let PDF files get away with it than risk the potential political backlash if Trump is indeed culpable. Let that sink in. It's sickening. To them, truly everything is political, and that's why they're choosing to protect their own over the victims, while Democrats are choosing the victims, regardless of who might be in the files. And I just hope that the American people don't forget this moving forward.
What I also know is that Jeffrey Epstein is a convicted sex offender, and he is dead. And President Trump threw him out of Mar-a-Lago 21 years ago. To me, what's going on with the Epstein, what's going on also with the shutdown is this is the Democrats trying to appeal to their far left base.
Look at how fast they're trying to forget the fact that it was them who championed releasing the Epstein files. Multiple members in Trump's cabinet made a career off of just that. They did the whole photo shoot just months ago. Pam Bondi, I have the files on my desk. The reality is there was strong bipartisan consensus for this. Or so we thought. I guess there wasn't. While Republicans were pump faking, or they were only on board when they thought Republicans wouldn't be implemented or implicated and only Democrats would, Democrats were actually fully on board no matter what, no matter who, because they actually care about the victims and bringing down the elite PDF file ring, as any American should be. Case in point by the fact that they were equally supportive when the biggest name being thrown around was Bill Clinton. Again, the problem here is as it became more clear that Trump is the biggest name implemented throughout this list, more Republicans became unwilling to support that because they want power. They don't want the truth or the facts or whatever, while again, Democrats remained unwavering. So now for MAGA, the only play left is to pretend, well, Democrats brought this up or Democrats created this and Democrats manufactured it. Thus, we shouldn't listen to it because it's like Russia, 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 or COVID, or, any of these other things that are also like complete talking points, but it's to reduce an elite PDF file to a talking point. That's where MAGA is at now.
4 months ago, the Justice Department said there was nothing to investigate. And then hours after President Trump called for an investigation, Pam Bondi said she was opening an investigation. Is that appropriate from your perspective?
I think there's a lot more important things to talk about right now to get the country back on track, to lower prices for the American people. And that's what we need to do, is make life more affordable. The president and the Senate and the House need to be functioning and working on that, not on what's happened to a convicted sex offender who is now dead.
Senator?
Yeah, no answer was given here because there is no answer for this. Do not be fooled. They live like it's sickening. It's disgusting, and they should be held to the fire for it. It's more blatant political weaponization of the DOJ that actually also confirms past weaponization of the DOJ in a way some people maybe don't think about. Trump is in a last Hail Mary, last ditch effort to distract back from the Epstein stuff, ordering investigations into Bill Clinton. I think maybe he named other people too. I'm not exactly sure. But let's investigate these people being in the files because they're Democrats, and the Democrats are the ones who are bad. Like, keep the eyes off me. Of which, of course, the DOJ swiftly opened investigations into them, which is not only political weaponization of its own, obviously, but it highlights that months ago, when the DOJ randomly 180'd its position and said, well, there's nothing to actually warrant further investigations into the Epstein file stuff, so we're just going to drop it and forget about it. Well, that was also weaponization, but it was weaponization in an act of defense as they were defending Trump from possible future investigations. It's not only blatant, but it's blatant in the name of defending PDF files. Like, guys, we're coming to find out that that is not on the other side of the red line for MAGA, where it seems nothing is too far for this cult truly. Like, there will always be some excuse for them. There will always be some justification, as we're learning. We always thought, for most things, yeah, we knew this, right? But, the Epstein files, sure, they care about that so much. That has to be the thing. A tyrannical government, authoritarianism, that has to be the thing. None of these are actual things. There's always some reason for them or some way they can convince themselves, Democrats bad too, Democrats worse too, because they can't let go of the cult because it's so much of their personality that they're probably, in a psychoanalysis type of way, scared of what would come next. But there's apparently some comparable actions by the Democrats to MAGA covering up an elite PDF file ring. And it's like, what? Making us wear masks during COVID.